Good morning, and welcome to strawtown's 2019 Moving Up ceremony.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the following students please come forward? Connor Sullivan, Mary Longing, Nikhil Shaw, and Andrew Silverman. The words of the Star-Spangled Banner were originally a poem written by a lawyer named Francis Scott Key. Francis Scott Key was on board a British ship during the War of 1812.
As the sun began to set, after twilight's last waving, he could still see the American flag flying over the forts of the rockets' red glare.
Can you imagine the emotion that was overtaking them at that moment? And then, at dawn's early light, everyone saw the American flag flying. The Americans were overwhelmed with happiness.
You can't even start a baseball game without singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Let's face it, the song is as American as baseball and apple pie. Will everybody please stand at this time for our national anthem?
Please be seated. Strawtown wouldn't be Strawtown without our great principal. It is my honor at this time to introduce Mrs. Martha Ryan.
Good morning and welcome. And congratulations to the class of 2019. I know that many of you are quite emotional to see your child moving on from the elementary school. And this year, I truly empathize with you as my own twins prepare to graduate from high school next week. Although I know that some of you have older children and have already navigated a child through these years, I just can't help myself from passing on some advice. So please bear with me as I share some thoughts from both the principal and the parent's point of view. Most of you have probably heard the term in the media, helicopter parent. This term was coined to reflect parents who hovered over their child's every move. And now they've created a new term called lawnmower or snowplow parent. These parents are defined as parents who go to whatever lengths necessary to prevent their child from having to face adversity, struggle, or failure. Instead of preparing children for challenges, they mow obstacles down so that the kids won't experience them in the first place. I think the college admissions scandal is a great example of this. However well-intentioned these parents may have been, it is doing their children a great disservice. We all love our children, want them to succeed, and want to protect them. Yet they will not be prepared for the future if they do not know how to face challenge and adversity. I also worry tremendously about the message we send our children when we don't show them that we have faith in their ability to solve their own problems and persevere. My heart breaks for those students whose parents paid off colleges to get their children in. How must these young children feel about their own ability and worth? So, why am I telling you this? Because I look at these amazing fifth graders in front of us, and I know there will be many struggles and obstacles for them to face in the years to come. There will be failure and tears. And as a parent, it will be very hard to stand back and watch. But that is what we must do if we want them to ultimately succeed in life. The great inventors, leaders, performers, and athletes got to where they are today because they learned from their mistakes and they persevered. As Winston Churchill once said, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. So to my students in the class of 2019, be not afraid of challenge, adversity, and failure. All of us in this room see your potential and believe in you. So much so that we will step back and let you make the mistakes you need to learn. Remember, Thomas Edison's words, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Congratulations on achieving this, the first of many milestones in your educational career. Follow your dreams, whatever they may be. And remember, you will always have friends and supporters here for you at Strawtown. We will miss you. I want to thank the parents and family members here today for your continued support. Thank you to all of the parents on the fifth grade committee who made this such a special year for the students. Thank you to Mrs. Roy, Mr. Bennett, Mrs. Pinsky, and Mrs. King. Their teaching assistants, Ms. Copen, Ms. Pinheiro, and Ms. Henderson. And also a special thanks to our support staff and our special teachers for their efforts on behalf of the students. And finally, special thanks to Ms. Pierce for preparing the students for the musical selections today. Once more, congratulations to the class of 2019. I know you're going to continue to make us proud for many years to come. Thank you very much.
I would now like to call the following students to share some of our early instructional memories from kindergarten. Adam Green, Emma Fenza, Angie McGlinchey, and Kira Halliday.
It seems like we're only yesterday when we were the little guys being escorted through the halls of Strawtown for the first time by Miss Copel, Miss Green, and Miss Matera.
It was the year of making new friends, learning the alphabet while making an alphabet book, singing morning songs, and looking up to our fifth grade bus buddies. Kindergarten is where we got our first book buddies, Talkie Festival, and dance downtown.
Centers, sing-alongs, Valentine's Day boxes are fun. Our very first field day gave us a chance to run. Will the following students please come forward to share their first grade fun? Dylan Canterman, Sophia Zaccarelli, John Noah Lima, Katie Gabriel, and AJ Bonita.
First grade with Miss Hamlin, Mrs. Galati, and Miss Matera again to us seemed like the land of the big kids.
How exciting it was to go from table to desk, wow, and take our first steps toward learning community.
We accomplished a pivotal achievement when we transitioned from busy readers to early chapter books. Catching baby chicks and reading home culture is amazing and very educational.
Miss Nelson is missing. We all scream, oh my! Herman cuts his class pets and crawls slowly by.
The Fairburn Zoo had large animals to see. Lucas to take tiny hope. I hope that is it.
I would now like to introduce our music teacher, Miss Pierce, who will present various musical awards.
Thank you. I wrote it down this year. Every year, Clarkstown School District hosts a string festival called All for Strings. It involves students from every school and every level of ability. Students learn their music with the teachers and then come together for one evening where they rehearse and perform. For those of you that attended this year, you know what a wonderful experience and an impressive feat it is. I am particularly happy that our string students get a chance to play with the high school students so that they can see where they themselves are headed in their musical studies. This year's All for Strings participants, please stand when I recognize you, were Eva Lerman, Stephanie Tsikos, and Gianna Sclafani. A few weeks before we have the All for Strings Festival, Rockland County hosts the Intermediate All-County Festival, which involves selected 5th and 6th graders from all over Rockland County. The All-County Festival features a band, an orchestra, and 2 choruses. Students spend weeks learning their music independently and then come together to rehearse and perform a wonderful concert. Students who perform at a high level, and the festival is incredibly competitive. This year, we had 3 chorus members participate in All-County Chorus. Please stand when I recognize you. They are Seth Bukowski, Maren Garvey, and Gianna Sclafani. Please be seated. Finally, in April, May, and June, New York State hosts the NYSSMA Festival. NYSSMA stands for New York State School Music Association. NYSSMA is a solo festival in which students of all ages across the state prepare a solo, sight reading, and scales, and perform for a judge. These students do something that many adults would find difficult and scary, and they have done it in 5th grade. Actually, a few of these students have been doing this for multiple years. On a side note, I didn't do my first NYSSMA solo until I was in 6th grade, and I was terrified. So this year's participants, please stand when you hear your name: Nikhil Shah, Maren Garvey, Jason Chen, Seth Bukowski, Gianna Sclafani, and Zoya Smith. Thank you, please be seated. Finally, this is not a music award, but it has been my honor and my privilege to run Strawtown's Samaritan 365 Club with Mrs. Protzman this year. She couldn't be with us today, but she says hi. The Samaritans Club is a kindness club open to 5th graders. We learn how to identify problems in our community and how to help solve them. This year, Samaritans collected and assembled care packages for Nurse Dugan's son and his unit who were serving overseas. We learned about recycling and started 2 recycling programs in our school and hosted a kindness challenge, a week of kindness, within the school, among other things. We have a large number of students who participated in Samaritans this year, so please stand when I recognize you. And if for any reason I leave a name off, ignore it and stand anyway. So if you were in it and I miss you, please stand up. Annie Guinan, Mary Longing, Blythe Lady, Henry Provenza, Gianna Sclafani, John Zervideo, Seth Bukowski, Aiden Oletta, Emily Pycutt, Emily Smith, David Brown, Maren Garvey, Madison Rudnitsky, Ethan Migdal, Mary Kate DeBono, Nina Gutierrez, Stephanie Tsikos, Mannix Verderosa, Peter Madison, Chris Stigliano, and Nikhil Shah. And Joey Jilba. I said it's a large group. Thank you very much. And to the parents, I say it every year and I mean it every year. It has been my privilege to be your children's teacher, and I can't wait to see what they accomplish in middle school and high school and beyond. So thank you very much.
Would the following students please come forward to share memories from 2nd grade? Annie Guinan, Aiden Oletta, Michael Scartelli, Olivia Friedberg, and Evan Ellis.
Wow, we felt so special to now be in 2nd grade, and we were happily greeted by Miss Hannah, Miss Olson, and Miss Katz.
He welcomed us with open arms, and it was the start of a great year. More enjoying the pie box and art and playing restaurant on the road. The fun just didn't end. We went on even more amazing school trips this year.
The Maritime Aquarium was a trip to remember. It was better than a snow day in the middle of December.
The crayfish were cute and so were the chicks. Multiplication was hard, so we learned some new math tricks.
It is our first year of tickets, so we listened to everything our teachers said. And we learned great life lessons as we read Charlotte's Web.
Thank you.
And now will Arthur Ockenzorn, Antonia Perone, Joey Jolba, Zoya Smith, Xavier Charles, and Gianna Scalfani share their third grade memories.
Now we really felt like the big shots. Mrs. Larkin, Mrs. Katz, and Mrs. Olson took us under their wings. Speaking of wings, we thoroughly enjoyed watching caterpillars metamorphosis into beautiful butterflies.
Those butterflies were spectacular. The year continued to be chock full of learning, exploring, and experiencing.
Butterflies and caterpillars in our first big state test. Our performance at the reporter concert was surely the best.
Miss Haggerty agrees with a happy oh wow when she walked in the room. We took a trip to the Bronx Zoo when the flowers were on bloom. We learned cursive handwriting and multiplication facts too. The bio bus was amazing as a baby animal made its debut.
We got lots of tickets and traded them for prizes. We eagerly await fourth grade and all its surprises.
Will Hannah Better, Julia Hines, Emily Pika, and Willie Capullo please come forward to introduce our first song. We are now going to sing a song titled Over There Is Our Future. One of the lines in the song says, somewhere out there I will make a difference. Robert Frost, a very famous poet, wrote a poem called The Road Not Taken. Lines from this poem have similar meaning to the song we are about to sing. These are the words of Robert Frost. Two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. I hope we all get the chance to make a difference in this world. Thank you, fellow students. It's our pleasure at this time to call for our very own Mr. John Fitzgerald to recognize all the fifth graders who were a part of Take Part this year.
You got me a little nervous there. I thought you wanted me to sing, and believe me, you don't want to hear me sing. You're never this quiet. Being the phys ed guy, I have to tell you, this is a very talented group of athletes. We have soccer champions, baseball champions, basketball champions, but I think I'm more impressed with the way some of the girls handle walking on those shoes. I have the privilege of recognizing the safety squad in our school, which I think is the most important student job in the building. They are responsible every day for delivering kindergarten, first grade, and second grade to their class and making sure the kindergartners get on the bus every single day, which if you're ever here for dismissal, that is not an easy job. The names are too numerous to go through every one, as you'll see in a minute, so boys and girls, please stand to be recognized as our safety squad. Thank you, boys and girls. And lastly, I just want to take an opportunity. We have a number of families here for a number of years, and I want to thank you. It's been a great run. Thank you for giving me and giving us the chance and the privilege to work with you and your families.
In our program, we had the Dimensions program, but Ms. Imperial DiNardo, who is our Dimensions teacher and is in several schools, could not be with us today. So she'll be giving children, I think, certificates later. But could we please have students who participate in the Dimensions program please stand and be recognized? Thank you.
Will Christopher Stigliano, Aiden Dwyer, Caitlin Hum, and Grace Pizzatello please come forward to introduce our second song?
Today we're going to sing a song that has meaning for all of us. Some of the words in this song are:
I am who I'm meant to be, this is me, look out, 'cause here I come.
And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
We look forward to our journey ahead, and we are grateful that strawtown Elementary School has given us the confidence we will need in life.
Away. this is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Would the following students please come forward to share even more memories about their wonderful fourth grade year? Nina Gutierrez, Seth Bukowski, Nick Gaudio, Chris Moreno, Emily Smith, Ruth Aguilera, Logan Van Eden, and Sienna Bessio.
Miss Lawson, Miss Trudy, Miss Krinsky, and Mrs. Zeman all welcomed us to the fourth grade. It truly was the turning point on our elementary school career. The rigor had picked up and our academic world expanded once again. Fourth grade was both exciting and challenging, full of unbelievable and unforgettable memories. In fourth grade, we started band. Miss Pierce gave us a helping hand, teaching us to play. We practiced hard each night until we learned to play our instruments the correct way.
The Iroquois, the Algonquian, and the Revolutionary War, Sam the Colonial Man with his tools helped history to soar.
We went in the 76 house, a walking tour, and then lunch. We were full of knowledge and we were a very happy bunch. We designed airplanes and folded each crease right. We flew them in the air. It was an aerodynamic delight.
Webb made a string stretcher around the river one day. Sherita sent the food chief, complete with predator and prey.
Simple machines like lever pullers and inclined planes, and I set the owl pellets. It was all new terrain. And final Castor Ray Malone, Aiden George, David Brown, Floyd Leahy, Kevin Cabrejo, Dara Moore, Matthew Anitsky, Peter Madison, Nancy Rosa, Jason Chen, Max Smith, and John Cerridio, please come down to share with you all about our fantastic fifth grade year.
Fifth grade, Mrs. Roy, Mr. Bennett, Mrs. Krinsky, and Mrs. King. For the first time ever, we switched classes for science and social studies.
We were finally the leaders of the pack, and we had the long-awaited privilege of leading our school in the Pledge of Allegiance each morning and collecting the attendance quotas.
And who can forget Aladdin on a Broadway with backstage visit thanks to Mr. Amendola?
There was another fifth grade highlight, a special thanks for introducing us to Officer Tab and Officer King, the bravest police officers in Clarkstown. Fifth grade memories were endless. Where do we begin?
Every Wednesday, excitement filled the air. Officer Norm, drunk uncles, it was all part of DARE. We learned to be honorable and follow all the rules, and the Jahinian jabbing do not be fooled.
The scientific method, metric system, American government, and more. We learned about Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty gave us so much to explore.
Trips to many places, so many things to see and do. Aladdin, Powerhouse, and Honker House were just a few.
We earned the rank to say the pledge each day. Leadership with the safety squad, we showed the little guys the way.
Knowing that strawtown will be a part of our past, we must move on to the middle school better memories will last. Thank you to our principal, all of our teachers, our parents, and everyone who touched our lives here at Strawtown School. We will carry all that we have learned into the future.
We would also like to take this opportunity to specifically thank the following special teachers: Mr. Fitz, Miss Pottsman, Miss Harris-Teasdale, Miss Pierce, Miss Caprio, and Miss Gallo. We have had many of you since you were in kindergarten, and we love the time we spent with you all.
Will the following students
please come down while we ask everyone in the audience to look at the back of their program. Mary Kate DeBono, David Pasmino, Ethan Victor, Hoban Sudo, Lucas Cruz, and Colin Fitzpatrick.
We have read many wonderful books in 5th grade. Through reading, we can learn many life lessons. We will now read aloud beautiful quotes from some of our favorite books.
The History of a Kid is 1 part fact, 2 parts legend, and 3 parts novel. Maya McGee by Jerry Spinelli.
Before it was like Scooter was captain and we were the mates. Now it's turned around. We're the captains. You don't feel so safe being captain. Crash by Jerry Spinelli.
You only make a bridge where there is a river. When spider webs unite, they can tie up a line. These are 2 African proverbs taken from Home of the Brave by Kathleen Applegate.
Time will be precious from now on. It was kicked by a horse, as it always had, but Holly was determined he wouldn't waste it with sighs and complaints. He'd fill every moment with the seasons he found in his heart. Hope's like a bird on a spring branch, happiness like a warm summer sun, magic like the rising mists of autumn, and best of all, love. Love enough for 1,000 Christmases. The Thief of Always by Clive Barker.
Would Maren Garvey and Eva Lemon please come forward? We would like to give a special thank you to the 5th grade committee for the time and effort they have contributed to make this year such a success. Will the members of the 5th grade committee please stand to be recognized, at this time to be recognized.
We truly appreciate your hard work, from the pizza parties and trips to Latin and Powerhouse Studios, as well as our 5th grade picnic. We had a blast and will always remember all you've done.
Thank you, fellow students. At this time, we ask that all siblings in grades K to 4 return to their classes.
My class, Keith Miller. Arthur Rapatulin. Gianna Sclafani. Kevin Capreo. Annie Guinan. Maren Garvey. Jaden George. Nanix Verderosa. Xavier Charles. Mary Kate DeBono. Emily Smith. John Noel Lima. David Brown. Hannah Better. Madison Renitsky. Nina Gutierrez. Connor Sullivan. Chris Moreno. Aiden George. Cassidy Ray Malone. Adam Drew. And Jason Chen.
Maddie Zupi. Joey Gillaba. Nick Gaudio. Aiden Oletta. Luke Aguilaro. Peter Madison. Olivia Friedberg. Cole Bonvisuto. Michael Scarpelli.
Tara.
AJ Juanito. Ethan Migdal. Dara Moore. Blythe Leahy. Zoya Smith.
Mary Longing. Julia Hines. Christopher Stigliano. Henry Provenza. Max Dusseldorf. Seth Petofsky.
David Pasnino. Stephanie Tsakos. Eva Lehrman. Grace Pizzatello. Lucas Centenato. Aiden Dwyer. Colin Fitzpatrick. Evan Ellis. Sophia Beccarello. Caitlin Hum. Jenny Nuala Lima. Sienna Vesio. Katie Gabriel. Emily Piku. Antonio Perone. Kira Hallinan. Dylan Kanderman. Andrew McGlinchey. Logan Van Etten.
Max Smith. Lucas Cruz. Nikhil Shah. Andrew Silverman. Willie Kakulo.
Present to you Strawtown's Moving Up Class of 2019.
Okay, at this time, this is the photo opportunity time. So boys and girls, big smile and go out.